Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Orange Bowl Committee, we'd like to wish you and your family a very happy 2015. Even though it is 2015, this is the 2014 Capital One Orange Bowl post-game press conference. With us this evening, we have Mississippi State head coach Dan Mullen, along with student athletes Fred Ross, Dak Prescott, and Beniquez Brown. Just a moment, we'll be hearing from Coach Mullen. Once he's done with his remarks, we're going to open the floor up to questions. We have runners on both sides with wireless mics, and at that time you'll be able to ask questions. Before you do ask a question, we do ask that you state your name and your media affiliation. This time we'd like to turn the program over to Coach Mullen.
Obviously, a tough loss for us. Give Georgia Tech a lot of credit. To me, I think they executed at a very, very high level out there on the field tonight. You look at what they're able to do. They scored touchdowns in the red zone. They did converted real well on third down. Didn't have penalties. I think they only had 3 penalties on them all night long. One was with a minute left in the game or something. They called a penalty on them really late, and the other 2 were on the same play at the first place, beginning of the game. So I give them a lot of credit. They executed very, very well. I imagine they followed their game plan the way they wanted to. For us, I thought we did, we did some good things. We didn't do things well enough. We had some opportunities. We didn't score in the red zone when we had the opportunity to. We had 3 of our red zone trips netted only 6 points. I guess we probably could have used the other 15, and there it is. That's the difference in the final score, those 15 points. So, just the little things we have to do. They did a little better than us, and give them the credit tonight. I'm proud of all of our guys. Proud of how our guys played tonight. Continued to battle and fight. I'm proud of this senior class. It leaves us. Has really set a new standard at Mississippi State, and really set a new standard historically at Mississippi State for the future.
This time we're going to open up the floor for questions. I think we have wireless mics somewhere. Just raise your hand. We're going to come to you.
There we go.
We'll get one to you. Here, let's, gentleman here in the front. Just want to stand in that. I'll get you a mic. Please state your name and your media affiliation, please.
Yeah,
anybody you'd like.
Yeah.
Mike Bonner from the Clarion Ledger. Dak, couple of records accomplished in this game, and I think 13 overall this season. But what would you trade, I guess, to get the 11th win, which would have been another school record?
Pretty much all those records. I mean, it's about the team. I guess those are good, but without winning these last 2 games, it just doesn't sit very well. So the records really don't mean too much.
Dak, Riley Blevins, Clarion Ledger as well. It was said during the broadcast that you were coming back next year. Is that true? And if so, what did you feel that was the best decision for you?
I'll talk with Coach Mullen and my family and decide that. I don't remember making any remarks about it. So,
another gentleman right here.
Ben Wade, Starkville Daily News. Dan, several times it seemed like y'all had the momentum, but just weren't able to turn it, I guess, there in the first half. Just talk about that.
Well, I think we missed some big opportunities there, and and didn't execute as well as we could. And we got to keep making sure I'm putting guys in good situations to make plays throughout the course of the game. So, but we did the big play. I thought the play at the end of the half really swung momentum our way, and then. To start the second half, I think we missed. They had a long run. We missed some open field tackles, which sometimes happens. And with the long layoff, just getting back accustomed to the speed of the game, and we didn't make those.
Gentleman in the back, on the left side. We have a mic over there. Thank you.
Coach, Sam Hauser, 104.3 The Ticket here in Miami. You talked about Georgia Tech was able to do some things. As far as your game plan, were there certain things that you just weren't able to do that they were? Is preventing you from doing?
No, on offense or defense?
Either one. It's offense.
No, offensive. We had 600 yards of offense. We just didn't score enough points. That's a lot of yards of offense. So I think we executed. We did some things. But I think early on, we had to settle for 2 field goals in the first half in the red zone. So, I mean, I think at that point we could have had, you look some opportunities, or you might even we scored touchdowns the first half. You take a lead going into halftime, which would have been, I think, a huge deal for us. But, I mean, that's on me. I got to make sure we're getting the plays called to score when we get in the red zone.
Another question here.
Dak, I know you haven't been given much time to reflect, but I think before the game you said without an Orange Bowl win, the season might be viewed as a failure. Even with a few seconds to process it, do you still feel that way, or how would you describe the year?
No, I mean, we did a lot of things that the school has never done. The senior class led us to, like Coach said, new standards. And, I mean, that's a success itself of setting a standard for this university and this football team. I think we did that this year.
Any other questions? One here in the back. Gentleman with the blue shirt. Let's go with him first, and we'll catch you there.
Yeah, as stats go, you own the air, they own the ground. And I was just wondering, talking to Fred Ross, you talk about your score, and was there a lot of opportunity out there to catch?
That's a play we practice all the time in practice. Line did a good job blocking. Dad did a good job just throwing the ball deep, and I was just in the right spot.
We had two gentlemen with blue shirts on, so we're going to go with this blue shirt over here.
Yeah, it's Chris Stock with AP. Beniquez, can you just talk about what Georgia Tech was able to do with their running game?
The first half, we really just tried to shut down the dive, and at halftime they went in and made some adjustments, and instead of hitting it inside, they started bouncing it outside. So, we flew around, missed a couple of open field tackles that we usually make, and that just come with the process. But overall, I feel like we did a great job, but just need to make a couple more plays.
Dan, can you talk about Josh Robinson declaring for the NFL before the game? When did you know that was his decision? I guess your thoughts on that?
Probably when he put it on like Twitter or something. So I don't know. Usually we talk like Dak said. We get all the draft grades, and so we sit down and we talk with the kids and their draft grades about it. So great opportunity for him to go on and continue his career and try to continue his career, I guess, at the next level. I think we've put a lot of guys in the NFL over the last couple of years, and so I'm sure we'll put a whole bunch more in this year.
Dan, last time you were here, it was you won the national title. What are the emotions like now, coming here and not being able to get that win?
Yeah. I don't know if I can. Last time was kind of one of the most surreal, weirdest experience you'd ever have in your life. I ran on the field, took a picture with a crystal ball trophy, and ran to get home and go to sleep, get on a plane, and have a team meeting to try to build a program that could come back here. And I think everybody doubted that. Everybody everywhere doubted that we could build a program that actually could come back here. And then here we are. So, like I said, I couldn't be more proud of our guys. I couldn't be more proud of this senior class, what they've established here for us. Obviously, it's very disappointing to end the season on a loss, but you end the season on to a loss to a very good Georgia Tech team, and we got a lot to build on, and we've got to find a way to be. Tonight we'll get some sleep and wake up tomorrow morning and find a way to make the 2015 edition even better than this year.
Any other questions? Another one up front.
Beniquez, how difficult or demoralizing was on that defense? At halftime, you guys are pull within one, and then they come down second play and go back up by 8 points.
It was just really missed tackling. We had the play wrapped up, and he just kept on running. So it's just really a big picture of wrapping up, making tackles. Like Coach Mullen said, the layoff over the break, not really able to make the tackles that we needed to make. So that's really the big difference in the game, not making open field tackles.
This one for Fred and Dak, that last second Hail Mary at halftime, what was going through your head through that play?
Just to give the guy, the first one you said before?
Yeah, right before halftime.
Oh, yeah, just to give the guys a chance. The line blocked the guys up front, just gave them a chance to get down there in the end zone. I threw the ball up, and they did all the rest.
I was just doing my job, running down the field. Barry and Joe tipped it, and like I said, I was in the right spot at the right time.
Question over here.
Yes, Dan, could you talk about the performance of Justin Thomas? Was there anything there that maybe you guys didn't expect or hadn't seen before?
No, we knew he was a great football player. I mean, he throws the ball fairly well and made some great throws down the field there. Did a good job to me of what made him dangerous. Not really just the throws, his extending of plays. Is taking a negative play and even making it a neutral play, scrambling out of the pocket and throwing the ball away instead of having a negative play and a sack. Got them back on kind of a neutral play, and he did a great job running the ball. Made some great open field runs. Made people miss in the open field, but we knew he was a great player coming in.
Any other questions? Another one up front.
You said during the week that maybe Bernardrick's decision might be made available after the game. Any word on what he plans to do?
I mean, that's Bernardrick. I mean, he and I have had a lot of discussions about that stuff, so I'll let him handle that in what he's going to do and what he wants to announce. But I've had a lot of discussions with him, so I'm pretty confident I know what his future holds. But that's for him to announce to everybody.
That does conclude the first half of our press conference. We'd like to thank Coach Mullen and our Mississippi State student athletes for being with us here this evening. Thank you.